Alright, what's up guys, this is Spooky and we're here with yet another Iplaywinner guide, and this one is going to be for good old Captain America, who is a returning character to the cast. And again, you can head to iplaywinner.com/UMVC3 for more info and guides, so make sure to check it out and take a peek. Anyway, first off, let's talk about Cap and his normals and his specials. Captain America is an old character and one that you guys are pretty familiar with, so primarily we're going to cover what's new about him and not so much what's old. One of the main additions is his double jump, which is pretty useful. Combined with his jump S, you can set up some pretty crazy cross-ups, anti-cross-ups, fake cross-ups. You can also use it to extend combos like you see right there, so very useful move. His biggest and what I felt most needed change is his ability to OTG using the light punch version of Shield Slash. He can also do this with the air one, although a little harder to set up. This is important because it gives him access to some combos that he really could not do before. Perfect example. Basically, the addition of the light shield slash makes Captain America into a much higher damage character than he used to be, which is pretty key because damage was basically his main lacking factor. Oh my god, that does so much. That's a pretty simple basic combo. One more change two more changes that Captain America received. One is that his cartwheel move does have some invincibility during the startup, making it more useful for mix-ups. And the Fierce Punch version of Charging Star now forces down when it hits. Also pretty useful because you can set up some stuff afterwards. Yeah, deceptive stuff. So yeah, there you go. All right, so based on that, let's talk about some new combos and strategy for good old Captain America. Here is a combo I found that I've been using. I have seen some other guys find some high damage combos as well online. So yeah, tons of good stuff. One of the most important new combos that's really easy is this. Let's see if we can hit it. That's what I get for looking at the wrong screen. Also, I found that having the shield slash is pretty useful with the new shield slash is pretty useful with certain assists. I'll give you an example. See if we can hit some interesting stuff here. This combo is pretty easy. Does a ton of damage, builds a lot of meter. Gives you the follow. Oh yeah, Hyper Charging Star is mashable now, which is also pretty important because it does a lot more damage than it used to. Oh, that's cool. He can hit that, huh? Let's see. Man, he's amazing now. What a great character, Captain America. There's some other strategy that you may want to implement as a Cap player, and that's that his stand C, which has pretty good range but also slow startup, is great as an empty cancel or Kara cancel. Some examples are using Wave Dash into it to extend the range of your shield slashes. Here's a normal shield slash, and here's an example of the empty cancel one. It is pretty useful for being deceptive on your shield slash ranges. As an example, this barely reaches, while that reaches fine. The main strategy for keeping the opponent out is using his downward shield slash in the air. His up shield slash is actually not as good as it sounds outside of combos. However, it does have some tricks behind it, and that's that if you use the airborne version, roll at the last second like that, you can mix the opponent up, which is pretty cool. He also has this new little X Factor combo that's really easy, does a ton of damage, easy way to ensure a kill on the opponent. Anyway, I think Cap is a great character now, and one that is definitely worth adding into your game. So make sure you check him out. He's got some solid stuff now. Great damage. Alright guys, so anyway, there you go. That's a basic update on good old Captain America. And again, make sure to head to Iplaywinner.com for more info and guides on Ultimate Marvel 3. Take care, guys.